AgWeek weather is sponsored by Bremer Bank. Connect with a banker today at bremer.com.
What can the region expect for weather as we head into the heart of November? Here's our Agri-weather outlook.
A pattern change appears to be taking shape as we go through the mid part of November, and it will bring a number of significant changes. Colder weather into the northern part of the U.S. and, in fact, over much of the United States appears likely. Some of it will be below freezing, cold enough for snow out into the Great Plains, and it does look like there will be an active pattern. So there is going to be potential here over the next couple of weeks, the second half of November, the Thanksgiving time of year, for some snowstorms into the Northern Plains, Great Lakes. Tracks uncertain as always as you get into wintertime. When you're dealing with a long-range forecast, I'm not going to be able to say where, a certain snowstorm is going to hit Madison or Milwaukee, but you get the idea for the general logic of the more active pattern. And with the seasons progressing and the weather finally beginning to turn colder, whether the precipitation falls where you are as rain or as snow, or both, or one changing to the other, will be a big part of the mix. Colder weather dropping south. Jet stream for the time being, as we start off this 2-week period, kind of split into two parts, but then beginning to gather together. A wave of low pressure is expected to move out of the southwest early in this first week and produce some kind of a storm system for the Midwest, upper Midwest, central and northern plains, and it will likely tap into some cold weather. The dark blue is where I am expecting high temperatures near freezing or below freezing. So pretty cold weather getting into North Dakota. Not unseasonably cold, in fact, quite seasonable, but it will be the first real push of cold weather down into the northern plains. I've been seeing that dark blue hang over the Rocky Mountains for some weeks now, but we haven't seen it drop into the U.S. east of the mountains. I think it will, probably getting as far south as Iowa and Wisconsin. Further south from there, it's going to be a little bit warmer than that, but I do expect by the end of the week, relatively cool weather will invade into much of the deep south except for maybe the Florida Peninsula. And even those areas may see some cooler temperatures. As we get on into the second week of the forecast, this will be Thanksgiving week. There are signs of the split redeveloping, and that would likely mean a little bit milder weather, maybe not super warm like it's been, not a lot of 50s and 60s to the northern plains, but at least warm enough to maybe melt some snow if we do get some snow on the ground. Speaking of, this first week there will likely be a storm system lifting out, producing rain changing to snow or snow depending on location. Tune into the local forecast as we get closer to it. The Rockies will likely get another dose. The second week of the period, probably lighter snows coming out into the northern plains with lighter areas of rain further east.